Dragon Source, sexiest man alive, alien slayer, demon slayer, superhero, and we're live on New Earth. Let's go. This video is about redefining masculinity. Okay, what it means to be a man. You can tell I got the light right now. I got the jewels. Stay tuned. It's going to be an important video. All right, it's going to be enlightening. Okay, so I was reflecting under this tree over here. Thank you, Trace. I was thinking like, what would be a more empowering story to tell myself about why many of my relationships with women have failed? Like, did I fall short? Is it a societal problem? Did they fall short? Like, what actually happened? And I know as men we tend to blame ourselves, like, oh man, I wasn't enough. I didn't do enough to keep her interested. Like, oh, I failed, or I let her down, or it's like it's easy to think that you're not enough, uh, because the world makes it difficult to survive in many situations. So I realized that this is the key right here. Okay, relationships fail simply because you fell out of resonance. Relationships start simply because you were in resonance. The whole thing is just resonance based. So the reason why you manifested someone into your life is not because, oh yes, I'm enough. I my ego is big enough. No, it's because your energy vibrated with someone else's energy at that time. It's just a situational thing. Someone else was in resonance with you. They needed your energy and you needed theirs. That's it. When one or both parties stop needing the other person's energy, when the energy shifted, because energy is always changing and fluctuating in this world, seasons change. It's always shifting. It's always changing, right? So as we go through phases and cycles in our life, we fall out of resonance with people because our own energies change. That's literally all it is. You fulfilled someone's energy needs spiritually and physically at a certain point and not other points, just based on where you are in your life, in your timeline. Okay? Just because I wasn't able to provide enough energy and material resources to provide the lifestyle that you may have desired at that point in time, given the time frame you allowed me to have to do it, and you set up in your own mind and then decided to walk away, it truly has nothing to do with me. There's no reason to take that personally. It's just that the timelines weren't meshing at that point anymore. That's literally it. You know, it, I could be I could have 10 times more energy, more life force energy. I could have $1,000,000 in a year or 10 years. And I could way overshoot whatever expectations you have now. But I'm not in that point on the timeline right now. Or I'm not on that timeline at all. It's just timelines in resonance. That's literally it. That's literally it. It's just timelines in resonance. So with all that being said, you know, if someone stopped believing in you or apparently stopped caring about you, then they weren't ride or die with you in the first place, first of all. And second of all, it's just because you weren't able to provide the energy that they desired at that particular point in time, which does not mean that you won't ever have that energy. You can have way more energy. You can have way more abundance, prosperity, resources, materiality, strength, all the good qualities in a man. It just may not be your time yet because you still are working on developing yourself, which is the case with most young men. You know, we're developing ourselves. We're becoming more, right? We're building our networks, our net worth. Okay? Like, it's a process. And people that don't want to stick around and see the whole process and the beautiful product at the end of it are shallow people. You know, you couldn't build anything with them anyway. You know? Fanboys and girls, you know? You know, like if you don't want to stick around to see the finish line the dragon ends up at, like, I feel sorry for you. You know, I don't even feel sorry for you. Like, I'm actually just completely indifferent at this point. Completely. Like, I am not even sorry for you. Like, that's just, it's your loss. That's all I'm trying to say. It's your loss if you don't want to stick around to see where I end up. Because I guarantee you it's going to be beautiful. Because it is every time. Because my whole life, all I ever did was search for the highest point of light, the truth, which led me back to myself, my own spirit, my source energy, right? I went through countless things. I made countless wrong turns. I went through countless amounts of pain. I went through sleepless nights, right? You know, I used to chase magic. It got into some dark shit. No lie. You know, I used to chase light working and spiritual powers and Reiki and all this shit. They're lost. You know, I, I went deep into plant medicine trying to resolve my traumas. You know, just so I could be more whole, just so I could deliver more light. Okay, just so I could develop myself. I've been hustling through the matrix for years. You know, building my networks, my net worth, my material prosperity, my abundance. Okay, I've been making it happen and providing for years. Like, I've been going hard the entire time. I was always him, even if it didn't look like it on the surface level, the whole time. Okay, it's one spirit the whole time. Okay, my divine spark, my divinity. Okay, so this video is about redefining masculinity. Okay, redefining masculinity. What does a strong man do? What does a strong man do? He's a pillar of light, a foundation, a principality that you can build on, that you can build a society on. Okay? What better building block could you possibly have than a guy that all he does is look for the truth, uses his intelligence to put it into a coherent thought structure and story, just for you to grasp as he delivers the light to you to lead you back to the source? Like, what more is valuable than that in society? If you're going to tell me anything is more valuable than that, then you're lost into the world, the 3D, the material desires. Like, if you're going to tell me anything on this planet more valuable than that, then you're lost and you're part of the problem. And that's me saying that with full spiritual authority. What is more valuable than the source of all life itself? Would you rather worship a demon or a demiurge or one of these stars in purgatory somewhere? What are you worshiping? Like, at this point, I'm convinced I am pretty much the prime example of what it means to really be a man. A true man of light, of truth, of love. A true provider. I provide in spirit. I give you the light in spirit. I create mental keys that unlocks the minds of the youth and even the elders. I got 40 and 50-year-olds coming to me for information, for inspiration, for a breath of fresh air, the dragon, for alchemy, flames, transmutation, right? I am a prime example among the youth of what it means to be a true man. I'm him. I am him. Like, who else are you going to look up to? You want to look up to someone who's just really good at getting a ball through a hoop, or kicking a ball into a goal, or just really good at making rhymes with this trap, okay, trap beat that's designed to put you into a mental trap. Like what are we worshiping here, guys? You know, like, you know, the only possible excuse you could have to say that I'm somehow not enough, or I'm falling short in some area, would just be that I don't have tons of money, or own my own house, or you know, like material things. But you see the energy I'm emitting: abundance, prosperity, and freedom. How could I possibly not end up manifesting abundance, manifested in material form when I am literally the energy of abundance? You see, it's not even possible for me to not end up with a divine, sublime timeline. If you don't want to be a part of it, then that is just your loss, straight up. You know, that goes to anybody that ever gave up on me or said that I wasn't enough for them, or tried to put me down, or tried to put me into their box, or tried to slave me out, or tried to run game on me. You can't do that to me anymore. Like I'm literally unfuckwittable. I'm glowing, bruh. Like, who else are you gonna look up to? Go through the archives on this channel of all my videos. You could see the light. You could see the divinity. It's in you. It's your own spirit. Activate that at creationlightship.com. Check out the Ron Amatron YouTube channel. Who else, even pointed you to that and made sense? Like, I feel like I'm the MVP out here. I feel like I'm him. I feel like I could go superstar. I'm always in star mode. I'm literally a star. Like, we got to stop worshiping these false idols that are promoting, we'll just say, toxic principles. You know, we shouldn't be running game on each other and deceiving each other and just trying to have senseless pleasure and sex all the time. And like what are we worshiping? That's how societies fall apart, is worshiping that kind of stuff right there. Right? Okay, we have to prioritize spiritual integrity, wholeness, and health, or we're not going to have a future as a society. And I'm the prime example of young men promoting the right values right now. I am. So I am him. I am the man and the man. I am the man and the man. Okay? So who else are you going to look up to? Share this video to any man or woman that needs to hear it. Like, subscribe, comment, read the description. My phone number is in there if you want your Onsultation, where I'll personally solve your problems for you. Okay? Because I'm like that. I'll design a personal alchemical mental key just for you to get out of your mental prison. Just for you. Because I love you. You can also join the group chat on the Signal app, Source Nation, okay? For all the like minds to come together and create New Earth. Live from New Earth. Let's go. All right. Yeah, we're building a new nation. It's going to happen. And who better to lead it than the charismatic, sexy, revolutionary, intelligent, Mr. Spiritual Integrity himself, Dragon Source. Who better? So let's go. Let's do this thing. Let's not be slaves. Let's be free. Let's be real men. Let's be providers in the spirit and physically. Let's be real protectors, all right? That's true masculinity, to bring it full circle, all right? To bring it full circle. True masculinity is just shining a bright light that dispels all darkness. That's what it is at its core. Okay? We protect the women and the children with our light, our energy. We don't allow darkness or demons to mess with anything. It's literally angels versus demons. Positive principalities versus negative principalities. Who do you worship? Okay? Dragon Source, angel. I use my esoteric sword to chop down all the BS that is ruining society. That's what it means to be a true man. Stand up, speak your truth. Truth, light. Dispel all the darkness. Provide spiritually and emotionally, and protect the women, children, and everyone. That's the definition of a true man. Dragon Source is the prime example, and you can be too. Just learn, just develop, be free, be beautiful. Read the description, share this video, please. Thank you. Much love.